Well, everyone's a Drunken Otaku here, and today I'm recommending Darling in the Franxx episode 5. I had meant to get to this, well, I wanted to get to this earlier today, but ended up being a pretty busy day, you know. Had a pretty full day. Um, my son had 2 basketball games, and then we had to start getting ready for Pinewood Derby, and scouts and things like that. But finally get a chance to go and watch some shows. So, without further ado, let's get this started here in 3, 2, 1. Plantation 26 and 13. Okay. So I'm expecting some serious fallout from last episode. You're asking real questions here. There we go. So we're transferring, part of yourself to another, well, part of one thing to another. So that brings up the question. They were worried about contamination. Okay. They may have been around, maybe been working longer than you have. Yeah, understandable. But yeah, when they were worried about contamination of her earlier, at least if I remember correctly, I need to rewatch the episodes now at this point. I've only seen the first episode a couple times. I haven't seen anything else. But I know they mentioned they didn't want any I can't remember they said contamination or pollution. And the theme is called Kiss of Death. I definitely want to learn more about her origins, though. We've only seen the one little flashback of her, or at least I'm assuming it's her. No, that's not good. Hmm. No, I don't really care. Yep, extremely compatible. Oh, you're being the bigger man. There we go. You know how to handle them. You know how to handle them. They grew up together. Oh, I think they all grew up together, though, so you know. Childhood friend syndrome. Time to pray. Okay. May pop. They pray to Papa. She pours honey and everything. Oh, they are adorable. Okay. I want to see it right now. Do it. Trying to think about how. Is he jealous, like how close they are, or is he kind of like just observing them and seeing? Because it seems like romantic elements are just like something that's kind of like almost like programmed out of them. Or that could be too. He could just be really perceptive and know there's something wrong with him. Yeah, he's just worried about him. She is right. Oh, dude, that's not good. Oh, you're still messed up. No, that's not pitying. It's just, caring and wanting to take care of someone. It's not pitying them. Take care of Hero. Thanks for the compliment. Yeah, he's not doing good. Yeah, that could be the water droplet symbol. What we got going with the water droplets is interesting. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. That's big right there. Really? Hmm. And no one reaches adulthood. Yellow blood cells. Oh, polar opposite reaction. Okay. Everyone else died, so he's changing? Oh, shit. He's becoming a hybrid like she is. I don't think it will. But in a way, he is kind of like caught in a web, like the moth earlier or the butterfly earlier, and the kiss of death and all that jazz. Kind of the death of the old self. I think he's changing though. He says a polar opposite reaction, and everyone else died. They got weaker and died. There we go. This whole episode has been a really fascinating build-up. Damn. Rip. Pretty much. They don't have names. They have standardized units. They're red shirts. Sorry. Oh, phew. mm. She's got that outlook. She's had that outlook since the beginning. She's had a pretty negative outlook since the very beginnings. I mean, she's lost so many partners and probably goes on a rampage more often than not. So he's just really worried about losing his friend. Yeah, he's having a hard time. Might be harder on him than it is actually on Hero. You're trying to give her a lecture. That's not going to go well. Mm-hmm. She's not wrong. Oh. No, she's. Oh, shit. Oh, that was awesome. She's getting her rain. That was beautiful. But yeah, even Hero would agree for on that one. If he dies, it means he didn't amount to much. And in his viewpoint, he's dead. If he can't pilot, he doesn't need to be alive. You got jealousy mixed in. You're awakening to feelings of love and caring, like that. You're feeling it too, bud. I love how they're all kind of awakening to these emotions. They've kind of like the way they've been created, so they don't feel them. The way they've been raised, so they're not supposed to feel them, but they're all awakening to it. She is happy as fuck. Your thorn in my badge. So, this episode was fascinating. Like, really, really well done episode, actually. The Cloxosaurus blood's blue. He's got that blue stuff coming out of him, which leads me to believe that, he is adapting. He is changing in some way, a metamorphosis of sorts. Um, which we go with the parallels, the kiss of death, and of course, which the kiss may be what triggered it to begin with. She said it was a very special thing. And then they made the mention of, exchanging things. So she took in part of him, and he's taking in part of her from that kiss from the first episode, and continuing to ride with her, to continue to exchange things. And she's a hybrid, so I'm thinking his body is getting more in line with her to be more in sync and more, and it's a painful process. Change is always painful. But he's undergoing a metamorphosis of sorts. And of course, the other thing we had really kind of going on was, the awakening of everyone's feelings. Something which I feel like in this society, it seems to me that it's something they don't really get to experience. They don't get to they don't know what kissing actually is. They don't know. People don't grow up into adults. I think the only adults they probably really have exposure to are a few of the people who are in charge of them. So they don't know what romantic relationships are. They don't know what anything are. And they're kind of designed in a way to be kind of like mindless robots in a way, mindless soldiers. And this group's been special. This group, even before 02 came, this group was special. This episode's shown us that. Hero named them all. But Hero's special too. The fact that he's having a polar opposite result from the other pilots, the fact that we've seen his sync rate from earlier episodes and things, and he didn't have negative effects and like that, and beyond that, he named everyone and things like that, and they have a much stronger. The other team seems to have no personality. They seem to be kind of like the mindless robots. Now he did have that emotional outbreak, which is normal, perfect human response right there to 02. But now I say they seem like they're emotionless, but they're probably not. But like I said, they just don't, the way they're depicted, the other team just seems to all have very full personalities. And I think being given names by Hero, in some respects, helped them to develop more, if that makes any sense. Not just having a code, but having a name, an identity. And, of course, 02 coming into the mix awoken Hero's, feelings and more emotions from him. And then that's kind of cascading down into the rest of the group. They're starting to imitate how some of the groups are starting to imitate how her and Hero interact. And other ones are starting to, Ichigo's awakening to, jealousy and her own romantic feelings for Hero really are just hitting her hard. And I think Goro's awakening to, romantic feelings for Ichigo, as far as things go. Like when he went to reach to touch her and he pulled his hand back. So real fascinating as far as the way they're portraying everything. They pray to Papa. That's weird. Definitely a very dystopic society. Definitely very dystopic. I do feel like I need to rewatch the previous couple episodes. Just a bit in context with everything we've learned here. And I'll probably start reading the manga actually up to, I know the manga is releasing a chapter each week, but it's still behind the anime. But yeah, I think I'll start re-following the manga too to see if there's any details they leave out and stuff as far as the world building goes. All in all, really good episode, one I really enjoyed. Next week will probably be pretty impactful. It'll be the quarter way of the series, the halfway point of the first core. All right, well, this is Drunken Otaku. I'm heading out for now. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. Hey, everyone. This is the part of the video in which I shill for myself. I put it at the very end so you can easily skip it if you don't want to watch. All relevant links are in the description below. If you feel like supporting this channel, the best thing you can ever do is hit like and subscribe. But if you feel like taking it a step further, feel free to either follow me on my Twitter or join my Discord server. If you want to go plus ultra, I have a Patreon setup. If there's a show you want to see me react to that you don't think will ever win one of my polls, this is a great option. Finally, if you're planning on purchasing anything from RightStuf or J-List, I have links in my description that will kick back a bit of your purchase my way. And as always, I hope you have a great day.